Yeah.
I've seen the previous thing.
Hey everyone, welcome to Foreign Objects. I am Xav DeMontos, joined by Mr. Ludwig Xav, who is on camera right now.
Hi.
Wave to the fine people, although you're going to be waving moments after I've already said this. Thank you for joining us for the second stream of the day. We are in Career Week here at Foreign Objects, and we are driving angry. I just finished playing Euro Truck Simulator 2, and now it's time for Luddy to play Crazy Taxi, where he will drive to the nearest Kintako hut and deliver fresh goodies to all the boys and girls in Sega Land. Unfortunately, in this game, they've removed all that licensing, so we're not going to be able to do that. But, yeah, Crazy Taxi, Luddy, you're playing this on PC.
That's right. Do you remember what these modes were? Arcade, original. So Crazy Box had the mini games.
Okay.
Arcade was replicating the arcade experience. I think original was what you got when you got the Dreamcast version.
Yeah, arcade I think is just more frantic, and I think it's timed. I think it's the timed mode from the arcade.
How do you think about that? Work for 10 minutes?
Yeah, let's check it out. Go for 10 minutes. The arcade mode might be the actual arcade version of the game where you have your timer is dying down on you a lot faster, so you can pump in quarters. So many people joining us back again for the stream. Oncoming Storm, Real Styly, what is this, Life It? Lil Fet? Lil Fet, there we go. Lil Fet. I like your license plate is Sexy515. Here.
That is true. I need to lower the volume.
Go!
It's like so loud.
Really?
The music volume is really loud. There we
I
go.
can't really hear it in the stream itself, but we're good. We would love to play. I wish we could play the original version of this game that had the licensed music, that had the Pizza Hut and Taco Bell and KFC baked into it. That was sort of intentional that I said that.
This is fun.
So okay, the icons above everyone's head, there's like red and green. Are they difficulty based? Like the red ones are more difficult? Is that how that works?
Yeah, green ones are easier.
Uh-huh.
Red ones are... I think yellow ones are like intermediate.
We're going the wrong way. Oh god, this game's glorious. This was back in an era where crashing into things and people...
I didn't remember the controls being this horrible. I'm playing with a controller, an Xbox controller.
I thought this was a stylistic decision. I didn't realize that... Oh gosh. Oh my god, people are just... You're close to mowing people down the street. Thank god this is a family game. God,
I like
this
how people
is...
tip you
Oh
for
no,
extra
you full-on hit that person with your vehicle. You have murdered someone in this video game. Someone has been killed. Now wait, you're getting bonus points because this person wanted you to drive erratically? Is that how that works?
Yeah, like they get a thrill from it.
Okay. I haven't played this game since it was on
Even though I feel like
Dreamcast.
any of us who have been in a taxi are extremely worried when it looks like the taxi driver is a crazy psychopath.
Yeah, I have... I know exactly what would happen is I would just be tweeting about how this person is about to kill me, rather than...
You're like, I can't believe I survived this.
Rather than communicate with the person who is trying to murder me, I would just be tweeting that they are doing that, hoping that they're reading my feed at the same time.
Also, it doesn't seem to be possible to make gentle steering corrections. It's like this insane, erratic, crazy driver.
Someone would say that it's called
the Crazy Taxi.
The Crazy Taxi.
Okay, I've got an idea for you.
Okay.
So, Sega makes a new Crazy Taxi.
Alright.
Except that it's branded as an Uber game. You're an Uber driver. You just have to respond to people. Pick them up. No? Do you do that?
No, I think...
We're at the pizza parlor, not the Pizza Hut. Also, my car is stuck.
Oh, we
This is
haven't
a bad
got there
first
yet.
day on the
That is for sure a Pizza Hut, by the way. That is for sure a Pizza Hut. I think... Like, you can also... You see how the texture was flickering there? I feel like the logo is trying to escape. That's what's exactly happening.
It was like, don't retroactively change me.
In the new Crazy Taxi where you play as an Uber driver, all of your missions will just be ordering those Lyft people, like, or responding to calls from Lyft people, and then leaving them out in the lurch.
You use your Ram Lyft drivers for a computing company.
Yeah, that mustache.
There's a train.
Evil. Oh Jesus. Yeah, I don't remember. So Leached in chat asked, "Where did you learn how to drive?"
Listen, am I getting the people to their destinations? Yes.
Or
When I drove in a real car,
thrill?
did I have a superior control mechanism? Yes. Am I trying to find excuses to justify my terrible driving? Yes.
Yes. I will say though,
That's
despite the fact that you are driving this erratically, you still have not flipped your truck like I did in Euro Truck Simulator. Which I did by crashing into, I'm pretty sure it was a Volkswagen Beetle.
Working as a taxi driver seems to be a way more exciting driving experience compared to
driving from Paris to Dover.
In a truck, yes.
In a truck?
Plus I have the conversation of like, you know, this person I'm driving with, damn, what's the best way to get up here? This arrow is misleading. I'm spinning my wheels.
Yeah, there is a big difference between this style of racing game and Euro Truck Simulator. That's definitely for sure.
This one is way more realistic.
Hey, Oncoming Storm has a really great point. He says if they wanted...
Did you notice that the people just jump out of the taxi when when they're late?
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. He totally is flipping you off, too. Oh, yeah, he just jumped out right now. Holy sweet Jesus.
Like, I hate being late for my appointment, so I'm going to jump out of this taxi and break several limbs. And then I'm going to be extra late. I'm going to be late in a different sense of the word.
Yeah. Yeah, and also untimely demise. So
okay,
Oncoming
I cannot
Storm...
express how terrible these controls are. Like, you may remember them being adequate, but trust me, they are not.
Are you playing this with a 360 controller?
Yes.
Okay. If you had a Dreamcast
If I
controller,
had a
you would have
Dreamcast
the Pro.
controller, this would be...
Oh yeah, we'd be playing the right version of this game. I think the worst version of this game is probably the iPhone version. I don't know if you've played that.
There's a good one on iPad though. I think it's called Rush, Crazy Taxi Rush.
Oh really?
It's pretty decent.
They did like a straight up port. Oh, you're
this
not
time I'm
having
going to
it.
concentrate.
Yeah, you gotta really take this seriously. This might be your new job. We don't know that.
Exactly.
This is the point of Career Week, is to figure out whether or not these are.
I'm not going to take that ramp anymore, as fun as it is.
Yeah, that ramp is not working in your favor, I don't think.
There's no good route except if you take the ramp. Do you have a boost in this game?
I don't know. I'm still looking for the boost in Euro Truck Simulator 2. So yeah, Oncoming Storm says if they wanted you to drive safely, they wouldn't have called it Crazy Taxi.
Yeah, this is a mild mannered taxi.
Yeah, this is. Now you're now going too slow. If you weren't driving erratically, this would just be slightly.
It's a completely unprotected bridge. What is going on with this city?
Is this supposed to be like a concept on San Francisco? This gives a San Francisco vibe.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be San Francisco. Yeah.
You think they just got these assets from San Francisco Rush? Or the basic layout? You drove into the water. How did you... Why is this a thing?
Because there's no railing on this bridge. Or any kind of support structure. It's weird. It shouldn't even...
I want to see a hard one. Do a hard...
I just did. I'm just doing one.
You're doing it right now? Okay.
Provided they just needed a taxi to go like 5 feet.
Wait, isn't this the lady who committed suicide out of your car earlier this evening?
I'm trying to do a donut.
Wait, that was a hard mission? That was down the street. You could have walked that, lady.
I know. She could have, but she's rich.
This is definitely California, then.
The music sounds very California. So remember, there used to be like 3 Offspring songs in this game. That was it. That's all you got.
Was that the only 3 songs in the entire soundtrack?
Yes, the entire soundtrack was 3 songs.
And what do you remember the 3 Offspring songs? And can you also sing?
One of them had the lyrics, yeah, 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 yeah.
So the entire album?
Yes. Every Offspring song.
Every Offspring. Yeah, that is pretty bad. Offspring, I remember not enjoying their music. That was not really my thing. And I think that was like I was
Lady,
in
you
that
could
time.
still pay me. I got you here. You were like 10 seconds late.
Yo, taxi!
Now what happens if it says bad and then it sort of just happens?
It's really easy to spin your wheels too. I keep forgetting that.
It's a little morbid that every time you drive erratically they give you money, and also you're usually killing people by accident while you're doing it. It's like they're paying you to assassinate people in this video game, which is very creepy. Is this I think you're just driving a priest around now.
Yep.
That's what it looks like. Who stands in the middle of the road waving at cars?
His life is sorted out. This must be San Francisco. Look at this hill. This hill is incredible.
Well, at least if you both go, he can perform the last rites. Oh, Jesus! I just got to the part where you hit that limo and it went flying out of the way. This is the most San Francisco this game has gotten so far. Going up these giant hills. You racing this this train. You're racing the BART down. Oh, you're so
kicked
close.
my car. I should run him over.
Hey, hey, hey. Oh, God! You didn't stop in the... Are you gonna get there? Oh, there you go.
See, you have to press a button to change gear so you can reverse.
Wait, did he not pay you? You got him there and he didn't pay you?
No, I think he paid me, but not as much. He still complained that it was
Oh, yeah.
And then he kicked my car. My
That's
precious
not cool,
taxi.
man. Your precious crazy
So
taxi.
you're getting on the freeway here.
Now wait, is the name of your taxi crazy, or are you crazy for driving the taxi? What's the language?
You're gonna love the shortcut I just took.
Did you go up highway on ramp, and then? Oh, I feel. Oh, gee. Was that intentional?
No, but
That was pretty brilliant if it was.
I
feel like you should
$2,615 for that taxi trip cost $409.
Hey man, that shortcut is not free.
I could be earning $2,000 a day. Maybe being the taxi driver.
Lil Fett says that he would play a game that that mashed up these two games, Crazy Trucker. Do Euro Truck Sim and Crazy Taxi in one.
Yeah, because like if you're a truck, you're essentially a weapon. I mean, you can just roll through things.
I'm fairly certain when I was crashing that truck when I was playing the first mission, I was an oil tanker. So if I would have crashed into anything, that would have exploded.
Okay, here's my new strategy. Just wait in an area where there are other people that I can pick up.
Oh, after you drop off someone?
Yep, and then I'm gonna pick someone else up. Oh, my game time's up.
Okay.
Put another quarter in your PC.
So in 10 minutes, I earned $2,615. Now,
Game over.
if you just work an hour a day, which is not much.
Because we know this wasn't real time.
Yes, exactly. So that would be $156,000 a day.
I've always said that Crazy Taxi is...
Which means that annually, as a Crazy Taxi driver, you would earn $56,160,000 per annum.
I think
by
we may have
working
found our new
1
job.
hour a day.
By working 1 hour a day. 365... Wait, did you factor in a leap year? Because now we're talking. Now we're talking.
I should say this is probably one of the most lucrative jobs we've tested out.
Yeah, and also we have not been fired yet.
Yeah.
Which is...
I mean, I expect to be arrested before I get fired.
Yeah, you should... I would assume that that's exactly what...
Alright, I'm going to work for another 10 minutes.
Go ahead and pick a car and driver.
Let's go with this classic.
Okay.
Gus.
Let's have some fun.
So Leech is asking
You would get into
us
a car with
what
this man.
I would get in a car with that dude. That dude looks like he knows what he's doing. Oh wait, no, Gus? He looks like Bob Hoskins.
Okay. Thank me later.
Like, I feel like he's about to sign the contract to be in the new Mario Brothers movie. From Beyond the Grave, apparently. Let me look up the calendar for tomorrow, because chat's asking us what's on tap for tomorrow. Oh, well, we were supposed to do Crazy Taxi tomorrow, but we changed it, so... I know you wanted to play Roundabout.
Yeah, I want to do limo driving tomorrow.
Limo driving.
While we're on the driving.
Tip.
Yeah.
I might do The Hunter, which is a hunting game. Hunting big game. Wait, yeah. All of those words were used in multiple
And you're
sentences.
sure that's an occupation?
I think so. A hunter's an occupation, a forager, you know,
No, I can
scavenger.
drive through here.
You're driving through a city right now, and through and over bridges. So I think we can probably...
I'm gonna give up. There should be a way to eject that time. You're like, sorry, there's no way I'm gonna make your ridiculous time requirement.
It's under control.
It's so weird because I don't actually hear the game because I've muted the stream and then I just turned it on and all the sounds have come flooding back. Some of those sounds from the Dreamcast that they've actually been able to hold on to. So much was stripped out of these re-releases. It's a little sad.
Yeah, but I mean, it is kind of funny that this is such an arcade game because it's designed to just suck out your money because in the arcade rules, you get a time extension for each like additional fare that you complete, and they don't make it easy. They don't make it easy to drive well, so you end up spending a lot of money on this crazy taxi.
I'm trying to think of what
Did
else.
they bring out Power Stone on PC yet?
Power Stone. I feel like that would have. I feel like you would have known if that happened.
Yeah, I love that game.
No Power Stone, unfortunately.
Look, it's the girl from the cover. It's on the cover of the game, and I get to drive her.
Wait, are you collecting Sonic rings? Was that what the money looks like? Sonic
those are
rings.
tips.
Oh yeah, look at that.
It's
I think
driving
you're
so
actually driving around Carrot Top. I don't think that's the woman from the cover.
Speedy.
I'm looking through this.
This guy needs a lift. This lady.
Okay. Thank me
Oh
later.
gosh, you were
Marine
so
Plaza.
here.
Oh, sorry.
Real Stallion Chat says that this reminds him of Midtown Madness 2 because that has San Francisco look.
Wow. This is interesting. We made it. She wants to be delivered to this lake.
Okay. Oh god. This is gonna end. This is gonna make me sad, isn't it? This is a sad story, isn't it? Jesus, how are you driving on the side of the building like that? Wait, she wanted
Yeah,
to
crazy
be.
taxi pro driver can do that.
Shut up and relax.
We're just getting to this now, and I feel like we're gonna end up having to.
Ah, you broke your foot. Just imagine like seeing your taxi that you summon plow through all these crates to get to you, like it's pristine.
This is what I'm thinking. Like, it's one thing for this person to not know you're a crazy driver and then get into
I'd
your
like to see
vehicle.
you show up.
See you show up, and then these people say like, "Yeah, this guy seems like a guy I want to get into a car with." After I saw him plow through all of these landmarks, seems like a bad idea. This is so weird about playing this game on Dreamcast is driving around this really cartoon world and then seeing the KFC logo or Pizza Hut baked into this whole thing. It was just like,
Yeah.
it was just such a weird thing that they added in there. It must have been like
It's like part of the charm, right?
it was that and
Yeah,
its
I feel like people
songs.
generally look down on product placement, but in that case, it kind of just made it more goofy.
Right, and I mean, those are
like
things
that.
you see when you're driving around. It was funny for people get into your car and say like, "Take me to Pizza Hut."
Oh, this street also looks super San Francisco, even though it's not even remotely accurate. It just looks like it's supposed to be the I delivered that person right into the building.
That is probably not what they wanted, but hey.
The record store, which used to be Tower Records, I think.
Okay.
Oh, in the game it was Tower Records?
Yeah.
I don't even think Tower Records exists anymore, do they?
I don't know what's a record.
I think Tower Records closed. The Tower Records store closed.
Just sit back and relax.
It's telling me to be careful. This taxi is indestructible, man.
Yeah, Tower Records. Oh man, Tower Records closed down in 2006. To give you an idea of when this game came out.
This game is like 90s, right?
I think this came out in 1999, didn't it?
Go.
I think it might have been sooner than that, like maybe 98 or 97.
Well, didn't it start on Dreamcast? Oh no, there was a PlayStation 2 version.
No, well, there was an arcade version.
There was an arcade version, right?
Yeah, it was a...
No, 1999.
Oh, really? Oh, interesting. Maybe it came out in the arcade simultaneously.
Yeah, maybe. That's what it looks like here. First released in arcades in 1999 and then ported to Dreamcast in 2000. So it came out on Dreamcast the year after it launched. Then it went to the PlayStation 2 and GameCube. And then, of course, the illustrious Windows version that people, I'm sure, loved in 2002. I think you needed to have Windows Vista to make that run, like Halo 2.
gonna jump out. It's okay. There's another food. Plus, I've actually earned more now than in the previous round.
It's a little unrealistic that if you jump out of a cab like that because they didn't get to your destination in a certain amount of time, you'd still have to pay them for the driving that they've done. Have they given you any money? I can't tell.
I think you get the tips.
So,
that is some amazing texture work right there.
Lil Fat in chat does say that it was definitely Tower Records in the original game. Real Sally says that Tower Records still exists in Ireland. Yeah, they're all shut down here. That's like EB Games doesn't exist in America anymore, but that's
Electronics Boutique.
Electronics Boutique. But they exist in Canada.
Right, King's Park.
Okay. Better hang on.
Oh, I'm just seeing you. I'm seeing you choke on driving these guys around.
It's under control.
We're way behind you now.
Oh man. Oh, we're stuck on a canopy.
Oh, are you waiting for traffic like I was in Euro Truck Simulator? That's the best part of that game. Is not only are you simulating the idea of driving a big rig, but then you have to wait in traffic. I just got to the canopy part.
That was a terrible run. I would also jump out of a taxi.
I would give you a tip for that though. If I was that guy. And yeah, I'd be mad that I didn't get to go to my destination on time. But I'd appreciate the canopy ride.
I'm just living up to the name. If you hire a crazy taxi, your ride's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be thrilling, unpredictable, chaotic, destructive, exciting.
Under control.
Possibly deadly.
My house phone is tied to my Skype phone, so if I picked up the house phone, it would probably feed into Skype. So there's a lot of technology that happens here, apparently, in this apartment.
You're ensnared by technology.
I am. It's just it surrounds me in all aspects and all elements of my life.
Campsite subway.
Thank me later.
Oh, we go through a tunnel now. This is fun.
Wait, do they have the power to render this in 1999?
This is an arcade perfect port. Just gonna drive.
Yeah, but this is
here.
massively cleaned up. It did not look. It did not look. The textures were not very smooth in this.
No, I think this is pretty much as is. I think it's just like you're getting the benefit of 1080p.
Well, the vehicles looked a lot cleaner than I remember them ever looking.
Well, I mean, like I don't even think. I think they're just like a solid color. Like they're just a primary yellow texture.
I thought you made a really wrong move when you went through that tunnel, but then you ended up right on the other side, and that's exactly where they wanted to go.
It's a neat little trick, just go through the tunnel.
I wish I knew that for Euro Truck Simulator. Maybe I wouldn't have put my truck at the end of the game.
The suspension is decent in this thing, because I'm pretty sure your back would be broken from all the bumps that we go through. And we're here. Who wants to get to the city library in a rush?
Hey man,
are the books gonna check themselves out?
You put something on hold, you better get there. The internet didn't really exist the way that we know it nowadays. Wikipedia was just being invented. People needed to research documents instead of make outlandish claims. I feel like you've driven this woman around for all day. It's very apparent that there's 7 character models.
You should just get a chauffeur at this point.
Yeah, I mean seriously. Oh,
10
maybe
minutes
she just
and $3,000.
He wants you to. Oh, you were foiled by a bollard there.
Yeah.
That's what happened. How much money did you make? Oh, jeez. So this was another 10-minute job. $3,692.
Yep.
We're gonna do the math. $3,692 a day. Let's say you just did it once.
So you just work 10 minutes a day.
10 minutes a day, $3,692. Oh gosh. Yeah. I would love to have a job that made me $56 million annually for working an hour a day. I feel like that's what bankers do. I don't know. I don't know if that's the thing. Is there a banking simulator? Is Payday a banking simulator? Because I know banks are involved in that game. I haven't really decided exactly what I'm going to do tomorrow. I know that you want to play Roundabout, which looks really fun.
It is fun.
Have you actually been playing it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
that seems like a really fun game. I have other options. I mean, I was thinking about maybe playing Master Plan, which I'm terrible at, so that might be kind of funny to watch, where you play as a bank robber. So that's an interesting choice. What else do I have here that might work? I mean, I kind of wanted to try one of these hunting games. This is an early access, third-person or first-person shooter where you play as a hunter. I feel like that is probably an amazing choice. I'm not gonna lie to you. Is this early access? No, it's not early access. Oh no, this is like the game that is.
Man, just like the first challenge I'm already found. I guess I'm forgetting some kind of boost mechanism, boost mechanic.
I don't know. Is there drafting? Can you just drive behind other cars, or just knock them out of the way? I'm gonna check this up because I'm gonna try this hunter game out tonight and see if that might work for us, because it is a free-to-play game, I'm realizing, and it's a lot of it.
Scare you?
No, it's just a lot of it is locked behind paywalls. So we'll. I'm gonna see whether or not that works out. Little Fat asks Prison Simulator. I think we played Prison Simulator in a stream before. It's kind of a hard game to really stream though, because it is a lot of like detailed planning where you're gonna put stuff. I don't know if you've played Prison Simulator. You basically build a prison. It's like Theme Hospital but for prisons.
No, I haven't done that, but I mean, we played The Escapists.
Yeah, we play The Escapists, so that's sort of our prison. We've been to jail already, so maybe we're
driving through some balloons, you know.
You know how we do. You know how we do up in here. Shift into drive and hit gas at the same time for a boost. Wolfet says.
Shift into drive and hit gas at the same time for a boost. Ah, yes, that's. I knew there was like some kind of trick that I'd forgotten about this game.
Thank you for the tip there. Oh, Leech says the long dark. I don't know if that's really a job. I mean, survival is sort of our job.
I mean, like you get a job to survive.
You get a job to survive. I don't think that's the purpose of that game, though. That's still in early access, too. Oh, well, Real Style does suggest Theme Hospital. Have you played Theme Hospital?
Classic, yeah, I like Theme Hospital.
Classic, I want to say, was that a Westwood joint?
No, that's Bullfrog, I think.
Bullfrog, oh yeah. So all EA anyway now. I'm fairly certain that they actually gave away Theme Hospital recently in Origin. But that's a really good one, too. There's some options.
There we go, I just did the boost.
Oh, it worked? Fantastic. You gonna play as, who you playing as? 2Hop260? That's his license plate? Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
I seem to recall his taxi being really difficult because it's so big, but...
Also, it's faster than the other ones.
Well, that's because I just did the boost trick.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa, this thing is super fast.
Man, like, once you get into the zone, though, it's like kind of fun reading through traffic. Get out of my taxi, you're here.
I constantly forget that as we're doing this, that your camera's on in the corner there. I look down and I'm like, this is a weird part of the HUD. Oh, it's lighting.
It's me.
I'm the HUD.
Oh, sorry.
No, you know, Origin's new free game is something else now. I did end up getting Theme Hospital, I think. I think I actually already owned it on Good Old Games, because I'm a big fan of that game. Theme Hospital was really fun.
Wow, that did not go well at all.
You know what we could try? I'm gonna see if we can do this. There's that roller coaster simulator. We could build a roller coaster and then ride it with Oculus Rift.
Come on, get in.
And I hate roller coasters, so that might be fun to watch me vomit. We'll see if that works out. Yeah, it is on GOG, Real Style. I do have it. I did buy it on GOG already, so if we decide to do that, that would work too. These hairpin turns. Oh man, you're utilizing that boost now. You boosted so fast that you beat the render from in the background. It showed up way later than usual because you were so quick. You would think utilizing a modern PC, it would like bring this stuff up a lot faster. But nope.
I think it's just like a bare bones, straight up. The best way to get here is going to be.
I do like streaming like just random games because you end up discovering something you really like. I have played so much Stranded Deep.
Viscera cleanup detail.
Yeah, I know. I have deleted that so quickly. I think we both ended up uninstalling it afterward. Not that the game's not good. It's just it's the gimmick that
Well, it's like I got it. It's like,
we exhausted the gimmick. I mean, it would have been fun, I think, to play the Shadow Warrior level at some point, like, not on the stream, but just to try it, to see, like, oh yeah, this is what it looks like. But, I think it would work better if, like, you played a level of Shadow Warrior, and then you had to clean up your own mess. I think that would be funny. Or if it was co-op and someone had to come in and clean up your mess. That would be kind of entertaining. But, we kind of got the gag, so... but no, I've been playing a lot of Stranded.
It was, like strangely soothing to play that game after a while.
At a certain point, because
Yeah.
I was clipping I was doing a highlights thing of that. I'm still working on it because it was a 2.5-hour stream. But at a certain point, we just got real quiet, and I realized it wasn't because we didn't have anything to say. We were very concentrated. We were concentrating very hard on getting the job done correctly.
Yeah.
And then when we didn't get any sort of validation for the job we worked really hard on, we both got very mad.
That was a little too close for comfort.
It was. It hit home. It hit home. It was deja vu. So yeah, that was. But that was a fun game. I think it's a really weird thing to watch. My wife said at one point you probably saw her on the stream in the background. She was like, I was like, have you been here the whole time? She was on the couch reading a book, and I was like, the camera was on. And she had no idea. It was hilarious. But she said that at one point she looked up and saw me picking up a severed head, and was like, okay, not looking up anymore. This is what.
She was like, this is it.
This is it. We're done. So that was pretty great. Master Plan would be a really great game to play too. It's like a real-time strategy game where you are not even real-time strategy. It's like a it's hard to describe. It looks a little bit like a top-down isometric game, maybe a little bit like Hotline Miami, but it's like adventure game controls. You're clicking everywhere. You have to hold people up and hold up do different jobs. I'm terrible at it, so I don't know if that would be extraordinarily entertaining, but it's a fun game that maybe we'll get to at some point. And we got to put this up here. Let's see. But yeah, if anyone in chat has suggestions for what you want us to play, Surgeon General, please. Surgeon Simulator.
That sounds like a good one.
That sounds like a good one. I'm terrible at that game. Are you any good at that game?
No. Is anyone good at that game?
I want to see if there's Oculus Rift support for that. Would you play that, Oculus Rift?
Probably.
That would be. I kind of want to buy the Razer Hydra controllers.
Oh, made that jump.
I thought you meant buying the Hydra for a second, and then I realized. Oculus Rift 2013, you can enable Oculus Rift support. I don't know if it works with DK2. We'll look into that, but that actually might work out very well, and that would be hilarious to play that game.
Well, I think that game would just be fun to watch anyway, and it is career themed. If we do get into surgery, that would probably be pretty lucrative too. Probably not as lucrative as being a taxi driver based on this game, but something to consider.
Oh, huge tip that might save you some money in the future from a little fet in the chat. It says you can do a crazy stop by hitting reverse and the brakes at the same time. So if you're about to like go into into one of those zones to let a person get out of the vehicle, you can end up saving yourself a couple bucks there probably.
These are the important things you can do.
Yeah. Although it's funny, there's just certain things that you'll always remember. Like I know Mike Suzak and I were talking about when he was doing those last episodes of the show. He said that he still remembers all the Mortal Kombat codes by heart because his brother and he used to like quiz each other at the dinner table. Like, what's the code for blood and what's the so. There's just certain things you remember all the time. Is there anything like that in games? Like, do you remember like the weird? What's the weird thing you always remember from a video game?
That's a good question. I remember a lot of like. I'll very often just have like a song pop in my head, and I'll have no idea what it's from, and I'll have to like play it through a couple of times, and then I'm like, oh yeah, it's from this game, it's from this one obscure scene. And you get this one item.
Yeah. It's like every song that's been used in Assassin's Creed trailers like that for me.
Yeah.
Where
I
have
feel
I
like
put this
game music used to be a lot weirder.
Yeah.
Like a little more creative. Like I think everyone is going for like the cinematic orchestral kind of stuff now.
I miss the crazy soundtracks like in Jet Set Radio Future.
Yeah.
I missed that. That is an amazing soundtrack.
Yeah.
Or just like great theme music like Metroid Prime, which if you play Trilogy, they removed that original.
Well, you don't have the menus.
They don't have the menus, so they removed that theme music, and it's the best piece of music.
Yeah.
Some people like
I
Metroid
love listening
2's.
to the menus.
The menus are so good in that game. It just sounds so fantastic, and they got rid of it in Trilogy, which is disappointing. For me, the thing that I always I remember, and I would have to double check that it's completely accurate, but I remember the process by which one creates a golden chocobo.
Yeah, but that's like a soul crushing.
That is a soul crushing,
drawn out process.
Hours of work
Especially
process.
since random chances involved.
Leash in chat is trying to suggest more games for us. He asks, Hitman is a job, right? So that's that could definitely.
That is a professional endeavor.
That is a professional endeavor.
I mean, it's morally suspect, but
I mean that's more self-employment, and I think we're trying to find something with a career trajectory. Yeah, so I don't know if that would work. Thief's job? Oh, well, I mean, that's right in the title.
Yeah. I was thinking about that, actually, but I don't think people like Thief enough. The new one, anyway.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan.
I liked it.
Yeah. We all have our shortcomings, it's fine. It's alright, I like Conviction. So, we're even.
So you admit that that's a shortcoming?
I admit that you think it's a shortcoming, just like I think that Thief is a shortcoming. We're all allowed to be a little wrong about something, right? That is something that constantly comes up no matter what. I was going through some of my old paperwork and found the invoice for that review that I did for the Conviction on In-Game Pro. I was going through all old paperwork, filing some stuff away and getting rid of some stuff. And immediately, the first thing I thought when I saw that wasn't like, oh yeah, I remember this game. It was our constant bickering about that franchise and that video game.
Oh no, I think I took a wrong turn.
Yeah.
Got lost in the city. That's actually a pretty big taxi driver football. Still earned $3,500 in 10 minutes across 11 customers.
Hey, you actually
now
did,
I got a license, so you know it was all worth it.
You actually just received more money in this round than you did in the previous one, so I think you did much better this time. Those tips, definitely. You were driving much crazier. I think we got enough time for another round here.
Yeah, one more 10-minute.
One more 10-minute thing. Well, you want to show us what the? I mean, we're not really showing off the game because this is an old game, but I wonder what the difference is between arcade and original. Then
arcade just changes the. Well, actually, maybe arcade is a different map. Let's see.
That would be.
Might be different.
Let's see.
Work for 10 minutes under arcade. Original might refer to the city.
Oh, it's possible, yeah.
Let's play cool.
Go back and we check that out. Both Thief and Hitman Absolution are on sale this week on Xbox Live. Deals with Gold 2, Real Stallion Chat says too. So if those are two games you're interested in. I loved Absolution. That was a great game. I don't know if you've played it though.
Hitman Absolution?
Yeah. See, I think you would like it because it combines elements from like a Splinter Cell and Thief, really. It's quite good. I really enjoyed it.
Like graphics and music. Combine those things.
Yeah, it combines all that those.
Okay, so if there was any doubt about the San Francisco-inspired call,
It has gone out the window.
Eradicated.
Oh God, yo, this is way more San Francisco than There are the overpriced trolleys too. Driving by it costs you $8. Those things are ridiculously overpriced. I've never seen moving tourist traps before. Like that is what San Francisco's great at doing. Having moving tourist traps. Maybe you could drive to Alcatraz at some point.
We just drive to Alcatraz, like, through the ocean.
Yeah,
Which is feasible.
it could be. Low enough tide. You never know.
To the clothing store.
To the clothing store,
Did you
indeed.
specify which one?
Yeah, they don't really give you a lot of information. They're sort of just like, I need to buy clothes. You just surprise me. You know, I'll let you tell us where to go. It'd be probably a good time for us to work as a team. And you give me that information that you crave.
So I know there was there's a shortcut through the parking garage.
Oh, garage. Fancy. I call it a car hole.
Not bad.
Like most is like.
I felt like there was a connection with my lost passenger. I think I'm going to look them up on Misconnected later.
So
Like they made some eye contact with me.
you're gonna look at the crazy Craigslist. Crazy.
You were my insane taxi driver.
Craigslist. So a little vet in chat actually just said that in the original game, the clothing store was the Levi's store.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
He said, which was even weird then. That's hilarious. I guess I didn't realize that almost every destination in this game was a licensed product.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I felt like it was just certain things,
But
but
that makes it so cool. Because, you know,
I would tell you that is a
teenagers love
great-
products.
that is a great concept for a game, though. Like, you are a taxi driver driving people places. Why not give them identifiable places to go with like logos that you can represent in the world, and then sell it and make a bunch of money off of it. This re-release of Crazy Taxi was sort of like quite a bit of a long line of games that Sega released on like new versions of.
Yeah, a lot of the Dreamcast stuff has made it onto PC, including
Like Sonic
even some
Adventure.
Saturn stuff, like Nights into Dreams is on PC right now.
Oh right.
Space Channel 5, Sonic Adventure, all that stuff.
I've never played Nights and Dreams, but I remember you trying to describe to me the story of that game.
Oh, we had a podcast about it.
We had a
That's what
podcast about it,
was.
and it's ludicrous. I don't remember anything about it, but it's I
But it's
remember
awesome.
it being
It's an amazing game.
I remember it being ridiculous. Even the words used to describe that game are just they make no sense.
That's great. Okay.
So do you feel like you are getting closer to making a decision about what you want to do with the rest of your professional life? Do you think a crazy taxi driver is something that you consider?
So I think Crazy Taxi Driver would definitely be worth it for the money. Because let's face it, it's insanely lucrative. All worth it.
Do you have a passion for crazy driving?
Well, I
Crazy
mean, we
taxi
don't really
driver?
know the backstory though. Like, do you need a special kind of taxi to be so invulnerable to other traffic? For all we know, there's like a really ancient curse requiring some kind of blood ritual and sacrifice for all of these people
Hurry over.
to attain immortality. And maybe this is the extent of their entire existence. It's just to ferry people around so that they can have lives. Maybe that's the whole story.
That would be that seems very intricate and detailed in terms of how that one would become.
So yeah, if I wasn't in for the
taxi
money,
driver.
I would definitely become a Crazy Taxi Driver. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna do it. That lady just threw sand in my face because I was late. The reason I'm going to turn down the role of a Crazy Taxi Driver is to preserve human life. I just think it's too destructive.
I feel like if you became a crazy taxi driver, I would be getting a lot more CNN breaking news alerts in my email.
Yeah. Like, out of respect for the rest of society,
Better hang on.
I will not become a taxi driver.
A crazy taxi driver.
So it's really a selfless heroic act on my part.
Do you
By
know how
turning
like
down a whole lot of money
Do you know how, like, when you play video games as a police officer, sometimes there will be an outlet that will, like, interview cops to ask them, is this how it's really like? Do you think we could interview taxi drivers to ask them how realistic this is?
Because we're not really sure about some of the details.
Yeah, I mean, I assume that you can drive through other cars and everything will be okay.
These lanes are really wide on this freeway.
These lanes are wider than they were in Euro Truck, and I had a giant 18-wheeler that I was trying to position through small lanes with a oil tanker behind me. Lil Fed in the chat asks, what would your custom license plate be if you were a crazy taxi driver? What would it say?
Oh man, that's a tough one.
It would
be my computer password.
Yeah, I would use my social
Social
security number. Yeah, mine would just be my social number. That way, I would be like, if someone needs to know, like, I just have to remember one number at that point.
Right.
Or my bank pin.
Oh, I'm taking someone to the heliport. I don't think I ever had much luck getting people to the heliport.
My bumper sticker.
Dreading the heliport.
My bumper sticker would be my mother's maiden name. You know, just all the crucial information for me to remember at all times. Oh, I don't know. You're not making.
Wait, I can make it.
Oh boy. Are you getting used to? Because I feel like you're driving less erratically now, but it's just there's a lot more traffic that you're contending with. But
yeah, I feel like in the arcade map there's way more traffic.
Yeah, way more traffic. Well, because they wanted you to put more quarters into it.
Yeah.
They want you to fail more. Do you feel like you're getting a hang of the controls more, or is it still crazy?
But I mean, I'm also only like concentrating on it. Because someone keeps talking to me and asking me questions.
I mean, it's part of the gig here. You murdered someone. You just plowed right through a potential customer.
No, they looked out of the way.
Oh, did they? Oh, it looked like
this person to the police station, no doubt, to report.
Well, just think about it. If you were to have killed them, you could have probably made a lot of fares from their funeral. So, I mean, really, you're feeding it into the system again. It's just coming right back into society. Pay it forward. Oh man, you just hit that truck as a ramp.
Did you ever play Road Avenger? It was like a FMV game on Sega Saturn.
No.
It had some pretty crazy driving stunts.
That's what I think that, man, good old games needs way more FMV games.
Yeah, I agree.
They have a couple, like, and I actually
they might have Road Avenger, come to think of it.
Really? I'm looking it up right now. If they do, that would be hilarious.
Don't you worry now.
No Road Avenger, unfortunately.
Maybe someone put it on YouTube or something.
I bought, gosh, what's that amazing game that I loved? Spycraft. FMV game Spycraft. That is a really fun game. Where you play as a spy. I don't know that would work on stream because it's like a very intricate adventure game. There's also Police Quest.
I think adventure games might be a little too slow to stream though.
Yeah.
And there's like a lot of dialogue.
Yeah. It's a good balance. We want to make sure that we don't have to worry about us reading what's going on, where we can actually talk to each other. So that would be...
Clock Towers. Yeah. Maybe that was a Lowe's before.
You know, Besieged might be a good one. You're just building war machines to destroy a castle.
Yeah, or Banished.
Yeah, that's
not really a formal job though.
Not really. I mean, I feel like it's more of a general occupation. I don't know if you really need a Bachelor of Science to get into Besieged.
I don't really know if you need a Bachelor of Science to get into game journalism, but I have one.
You do. So Alicia in chat says you guys could try your hand at becoming elite counter-terrorist agents that hunt terrorists. I would hope that counter-terrorist agents would hunt terrorists, sort of in their job description.
What if you like the terrorists?
I don't know. I think then you're in Homeland.
All right. I think that. So I got an A-class license. I earned $4,106.
Damn.
61 cents.
That was your best run ever.
Let's say I was dedicated to this craft.
Okay.
Let's say I was dedicated to being a crazy taxi driver.
Okay.
So, let's say good and bad days, you earn $4,000 for every 10 minutes.
Okay. So far, so good.
And we work 8 hours a day. And we don't work weekends.
Oh,
So
why-
let's say, 22 odd days a month. But we work for all 12 months. So as a crazy taxi driver, you could earn $506,880,000.
I feel like the
annum.
money's there, but I just
Per
don't know if I
annum.
have the passion to
Your
become...
monthly salary would be $42 million.
I mean, that seems nice. I could really use that to pay some bills. But I just don't know if I have the passion to become a crazy taxi driver. Like, the money's great, but do
buy
I
the
love
passion.
do I love taxi driving enough to be a crazy taxi driver? You know what would be a really good game? Are those Burger King games where you have to deliver burgers to people? Sneak King. God, if I had a copy of Sneak King, we would play the shit out of some Sneak King on this. Because that is the only way to deliver hamburgers. My preferred delivery
By
system
surprise.
is by surprise. If you shock me with flame broiled meats, I mean, we're gonna be friends. We're
What if
gonna
it's
be
just a
friends.
chicken sandwich?
If it was a Wendy's chicken sandwich, maybe we'll have that conversation. Maybe. I haven't been to any of those places in so long. Jeez. Sneaking would be great. But I think that's gonna do it. You made $500 million. You could potentially make $500 million.
I made way more than you did in your truck game.
I lost more money than I made, and then I flipped my truck. I'm fairly certain I got five. In fact, because it's still running right now in the background, I guarantee you, if I put the Oculus on, my character is still in that truck. No one has come to help him.
Unable to escape.
I need to get the DLC pack that unlocks the medical assistant simulator, because that is not happening. Everyone. Oh, someone, Lil Fit in chat says, "What if you guys just play the warehouse segments of Shenmue?" That'd be
It's a
great.
good idea.
That's a good idea. If you're watching this live on twitch.tv, at the bottom of our channel there is all of the links to our social stuff. You can follow us on Twitter at Foreign Show, FOREIGNSHOW. And of course, follow us on YouTube for all of the archives and highlights from these streams. And we're going to have new videos that are not related to these streams coming up at a certain point too. We're working on some stuff too. Thank you very much for being a crazy driver, Luddy.
You are welcome. Thanks
Always a
everyone for
pleasure.
watching.
Everyone, thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacific. Luddy's going to play Roundabout. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to play, but we'll announce it on Twitter. So follow us on Twitter, and follow us here on twitch.tv.
Bye.
Bye.